Hey guys, welcome back to this tutorial. We are going to be looking at while loops. We've seen in the previous tutorial what for loops are used for to iterate over sequence data types. So while loops are also used to iterate over data types, but it stops when a condition is met. So what do I mean by this? Let's say I'm saying I is equal to 0 and I say while I is less than 10, print I, and then I say I plus is equals to 1. Remember, this is just a short form of saying I is equals to I plus 1. So let me execute this cell, and then you see we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 printed. So what is happening here is we have I is equal to 0 here, and we're saying while I is less than 10, print I. So the first time the iteration happens, while I is less than 10, print I. So the first time I is 0. So after this print I, we added 1 to the I. So I now becomes 1. So it is still less than 10. So it will print I again. And after printing that 1, we have I plus 1. So that is 2. So it goes back again and it continues that process 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So when it becomes 10, while I is less than 10. So this iteration it continues as long as I is less than 10. So once I is equal to 10 or is greater than 10, these loops will break. So the while loops is just used to execute a code of instruction, a block of code, as long as a condition is still true. So while this is true, so when it becomes false, this iteration stops. So if I remove, I'm sure you'll be wondering, why should I add this plus 1? So if I remove this plus 1 now, and I print and I do this, I would likely crash my program because it will become infinity, because I is always 0. We are not changing the value of I. So it will continue to iterate and it will continue to print 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is an infinite loop, and you would want to avoid that in your program because it can crash your interpreter. So I need to stop this. I need to interrupt this execution because it will not stop. It will never stop. So that is the essence of using this. So it's just a simple way to iterate over objects or sequence data types while a condition is true. So that's just that about while statements. So we've looked at for loops in the previous tutorial, and this is just about while loops. You can research more and practice this more to get better and better. So that will be all for this tutorial. Thank you.